Well, hello, friends. Welcome Wednesday. Welcome Wednesday. Gotta come up with some catchy uh, slogans or things, but it's a puzzle party. And I didn't do it today, but sometime we're gonna have to get some disco lights going in here because when I think of a party, I think of lights and fun and colors. So we're gonna have a puzzle party tonight, and we've had some folks vote for the puzzle to do. Kind of put this up rather last minute because I can't yet completely schedule these. Sometimes things come up, and sometimes I'm in the mood, and sometimes maybe not as much. And so today I was in the mood, and I'm like, I am going to hop on, see if anybody wants to do a puzzle with me. So we've had 2 votes for Green Boathouse. So I'm just going to chat for a few minutes and not get started with the puzzle just yet, but I will put the link to the puzzle online. That is the puzzle. We're doing it through Jigsaw Puzzle Explorer. And I chose summer themes because, it's still summer and middle of August. People are doing their last, last of their travels, or just chilling a little bit. I know the schools are in our area. Some of them started, I think some of them are starting this week, and some are starting next week, towards the end of the week. So, and a few others are starting after Labor Day, and it makes sense because sometimes people do travel on Labor Day, and I think they've found that some kids might be absent. I don't know what the thoughts are behind that, but I know that there's a bit of a difference from school district to school district sometime. But anyway, we're near the near the end of summer, so I thought a summer puzzle would be fun to do. So the puzzle that we're going to do today is Green Boathouse. It's on the Jigsaw Explorer puzzle website. The link is jigx.com/HP3JV. And I'd love it if you wanted to join me for the puzzle. I'm going to hop on there in just a minute, and if you want to join me, you can. Otherwise, feel free to just watch. And if you're watching later, thanks for joining me. I hope that you've had a good summer, and that if we still have some summer left, get out there and go do some fun stuff. I'm not really an outdoorsy person, but I have enjoyed going for some walks. We have some nice forest preserves. We've been doing a little bit of that, but there's still time to go do something. Maybe it's even just going for a picnic. Fall is my favorite season, but there's certain things you can do in summer that you can't do in winter, for example. So get out there and enjoy the summer. And some people live in climates where it's always warm. I live in the Midwest. We have 4 seasons. I like the 4 seasons. This summer has been particularly hot. When we get to the winter, you can't exactly have a picnic outside. So it's time to head outside and do those last bits of summery things while you can. Hey, let me know in the comments if you're watching this. What things do you like to do in the summer, so I can have some ideas for a bucket list for next time? Do you go hiking? Do you go on picnics? Have you done any like walking tours or architecture tours? There's always things that I think about that, wouldn't it be fun to do XYZ? And then when I come down to it, I'm like, I got to plan that. Or, it's just a matter of starting it and making a plan and saying, we're going to do this on Saturday, and looking it up and getting the tickets. And it takes a little bit of momentum to do that sometimes. So what are the things that you like to do in the summer? Put them in the comments, and I'll add them to my list for something to try for next year. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and get started in the puzzle. So again, it's on the screen, and I'll keep it on the screen while we're starting to do the puzzle. And I'm going to switch over to the screen so you can see it. Hopefully the music is it's too loud. You just let me know. Okay, I'm just checking something out here. Okay, let's go. For some reason it doesn't seem to be showing up, and I'm not quite sure why. Before I go into the puzzle, I'm gonna get that and see what's going on. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. See if it's working. Yeah, I think I'll give it a shot. No one's here yet anyway, so. All right, so let's get into this green boathouse jigsaw puzzle. This is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? Very vibrant green, and that's one of my favorite colors. I used to have clothes that were very vibrant. I like vibrant colors. I like purple, turquoise, lime green, like this boathouse. I've sort of weeded out most of my lime green clothes, but I used to have a lime green pair of pants. I used to have, I still have a very colorful jacket that has lime green in it, but I've muted and toned things down a little bit, but I'm always attracted to that color. That and turquoise and purple and orange and hot pink and just those really nice, vibrant colors. I like them in my puzzles. So, boom, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I like to do, and I'll check back every now and then to see if there's any comments. I think that'll work if I do it like this. I have my iPad open too, so that'll. Okay, so let's go to just do the edge pieces. And remember, join me at any time. The link to the puzzle is right there. And let's get started. And I forgot to check to see how many pieces this is. How long this one will take. The beauty of doing these online puzzles is that I don't have to flip the pieces around. I don't have to flip them over. I love that satisfying click. So let me know in the comments what puzzles you're working on. Do you have a puzzle currently on your puzzle board? Have you ever tried doing an online puzzle? There's several different services. I use this one, which is, wow, okay. So I must not have very many pieces because look, that is the left side done already. Yeah, I do Jigsaw Explorer. I've used Jigsaw Puzzle.io. They're both really good. I know there's other ones. I stumbled across somebody else's stream the other day and they did one that was all fantasy puzzles. And that was pretty neat. And I know a lot of people are into fantasy. It's not as much of an interest of mine as some other themes. Like if I happen to find a kawaii one, with cute characters, Hello Kitty type stuff, if there's ever a server for puzzles of all of that and squishmallows, sign me up. I'm there. But fantasy, not as much. But yeah, there's lots of different options. You know what? I should give it a try. Maybe there is one for kawaii. I don't know if you know, kawaii is the Japanese description for things that are cute. cute culture. I would love to go to Japan someday. It's one of those things, though, you gotta have a plan and you gotta have the money, of course. We have a cat, and I'm like, is it fair to board our cat for 2 weeks while we go on a trip? I don't know. Pepper does pretty well being boarded, but that just seems like an awfully long time. And sometimes we've paid for people to watch Pepper, and that's worked really well. But then they house sit for us, and that's a big commitment to stay at our house for 2 weeks. It seems like that's an awful lot to ask of someone. Of course, if you pay them, which we do, that's certainly one thing, but that's 2 weeks that someone's away from their own house. And if they're a homebody like I am, and they like their own stuff and their own way of doing things, and that's maybe not as fun. So yeah, trip to Japan. We'll see when that takes place. Boy, this is a teeny little puzzle. Okay, so border done at 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So now the border is often very easy to do. So I'm not going to make any predictions yet for how long it's going to take me to do this. Let's look at the picture again. Obviously, we have the green boathouse right down the middle and the red boathouse off to the side. There's a whole lot of sky, but you know what? I have small pieces, so this will not take me very long. Yeah, if you're watching this later, drop a comment in the comments. Let me know how long you think it's going to take me to finish this one up. I'm going to keep quiet for a little bit. You don't necessarily need me to be rambling forever. Because I do like to talk, that's for sure. You can't shut me up. Oh, that's the door. Okay. That makes sense. Since I am a talker. See, that didn't last very long. That was maybe 2 minutes. It would be interesting how long I can go without talking. I did that once because I was on a road trip, and I think I might have ticked off the person that I was driving with. And they're like, can you just not talk for a while? They're like, let's see how long you can not talk. And I'm like, I took that as a challenge. I did not talk for, I think it was 10 minutes. And they kept looking at me like, how is this possible that she's not talking? I'm like, yeah, see, I can do it. I had to shut Pepper out of the room, unfortunately, because he was climbing up on my desk, and it makes it a little difficult to have a camera going when it's not even bad. What it really boils down to is he sits on my hand. And if I'm using my mouse, I can't very well use my hand if he's sitting on it. So I had to pick him up and scoot him off. And at first he was a little vocal. And I bet you I haven't heard him in about 5 minutes, so he's probably going to sleep by now. If you didn't get in on the vote for this one and you want to choose the next puzzle, I put in, there's a chipmunk on a picnic table. I thought that looked cute. And then I think it's some sort of summer villa. Now, yeah, the summer villa looked a little challenging to me. There's a lot of sky going on, but if I get some help, then it'll make it easier for me to do the puzzle. I think the next one I'm going to try, but vote in the poll. If there are other votes, I will do that one. But I think the next one that I'm going to try as kind of a challenge to myself is one of those mystery puzzles that the picture is only like a teeny little part of what you see on the puzzle, and most of the image is something else. I've not done any one of those, and I have one of those, I think it's Wazgidge, I think that's the company name. So a physical puzzle, that's one of those mysteries in a different image, and I haven't tried it. I just got it like a month or so ago at a garage sale, I think is where I picked it up. But I haven't tried it yet because I'm one who really likes to look at the box, especially if there's a puzzle that has lots of details in it. So I think that's what I'm going to do as a challenge. And we'll see how long it takes me to do one of those. And I'll do more pieces. I didn't see what the piece count was for this. As you can see, it is... We're at 9 minutes and 33 seconds. Okay. Mr. Frugal Puzzler just got home, and so he's going to be feeding Pepper his second dinner. Pepper has first breakfast, second breakfast, first dinner, second dinner, snack time. There. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of fun. It wasn't hooked in yet. So get ready. One of the cool things about it is when you finish a puzzle, then they clap. So let's see. There we go. I'm a sucker for that clapping. I love the clapping. Well, hello there. Stormer, Life in the Bleachers. Thanks for joining today. We just finished a puzzle. Let me show you what the puzzle was that we did. Let's go back to the shared screen and there, that's what we did. Green Boathouse. I liked the sky, and if you know me, you know that I like lime green. So yeah, that one was fun. I enjoyed it. So now I think I am going to try to do that challenge of, well, first let me check to see if anybody else voted for one of those other puzzles. So we have posts. Wow, okay, 4 votes for Green Boathouse. So there you go. The Green Boathouse is complete. I'll show you the picture again so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, it was nice. I liked it. Very small number of pieces. And it took me 10 minutes and 29 seconds to do that. But it's really easy to do when all the pieces are flipped over for you and going in the right orientation. Now, that is something that I believe you could say that you want the puzzle pieces to be flippable. I don't really. Hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Still getting used to this software. Okay, well, I think we're going to choose another one. And let's go back. Okay, so I'm going to go through and see what one of those mystery puzzles looks like so I can get a little practice to it. So we're going to go back. And you know what? I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so it says Friday mystery puzzle. I don't know why it says Friday mystery puzzle. They probably only do one of these a week, maybe. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go. So assemble the puzzle to reveal the rest of the image. So we have, oh golly. So this one looks like it's an embassy, maybe. This one is, all of these are like landscapes, and I am not as much of a fan of landscapes, so maybe that's why I should definitely pick one of these to do. And that's a pretty one. I think I'm going to pick this one, the one that they're featuring, because it's nice and at least it has some colorful elements, even though this isn't the whole puzzle. I'm curious to see how this works. So now I can still choose the number of pieces. And so it's 150 pieces is what it starts at. Ooh, and it goes way up to 925. Guess what I'm not going to be doing? 925 pieces. Nope, no thank you. I have to go to bed. How long would that take me? I don't know. Even 1,000-piece puzzle can take me like 8 hours, and it's generally over the course of multiple days. Now, if the pieces were flipped, I mean, that could be interesting sometime to try to do a stream that's like 3 hours long and see how far I can get in a 1,000-piece puzzle. But I would need some helpers for sure. I don't think I could do that long myself, because you're doing all sorts of clicky, 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 and it hurts your hands. So let's say, since I've never done one of these mystery puzzles before, I'm going to pick 200. Oh gosh, that's tiny. I can still change my mind. I'm gonna choose 216. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so golly, look at all of that blue, and I might regret this. Here is the link to the puzzle, so I'm going to put that into. We're going to change the link. Let's the other one. Okay, so there is the new link. It is jigex.com/K, capital D, lowercase d, 9 and H. So if you would like to join me for the puzzle, please join me and choose a family-friendly username if you would, because I am recording this to put on my channel later. So give yourself a name and jump right into the puzzle, or just watch. And we'll see how much chatting I do. Anyway, welcome, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm trying to build some community with people who like to do online puzzling. So let's jump back into the puzzle. And I'm going to put this in there. Oh, you know what? I need to change that one too. Okay, there we go. Let's get into this mystery puzzle. This box top shows only a portion of the complete puzzle subject. Oh boy, here we go. Look at all those trees and the bridge, but at least I have those colorful buildings. But I like to do the edge pieces first, and so that is what we're going to do. So I just start pulling out pieces. I know some people really like sky. I am not one of those people, but you know what? Especially in competitions, you don't generally get to choose your exact most favorite kind of puzzle. You have to go with what they give you. I haven't done that many competitions, but I think it's probably good to get practice in doing all different kinds of puzzles. Because I've already been to, I was in one competition that had a Christmas theme, and that was really kind of my kind of puzzle, but it was sort of busy. And I had another one that was like a gradient. That wouldn't have been my first choice, so I'm glad that I had done a gradient before then. So it's good to try different types of puzzles, especially if you're into speed puzzling competitions. So that's what we're doing, is we're trying a puzzle that trying a mystery puzzle. A mystery puzzle that has a lot of sky and trees. You know, I really like your comments. I'd like to know your preference. Do you like chatting while working on a puzzle, or would you prefer just to hear the chill music? Wow, I am getting really hot, and it's because I don't have a fan on. I'm going to turn a fan on for a few minutes. Oh, that's better. Whew. Probably should have put my hair up. See if I happen to have a hair. Nope. Okay, well, we're just going to go with this. You see sweat rolling down my face. That's what's going on. All right, whoopsies. So again, feel free to join the puzzle if you'd like, or just watch. Yeah, comment and let me know. I am a talker. I can talk. But you might not want to hear me talk. If you could also comment and let me know if you can hear the music okay. That's the add-in with this software. And right now I'm just using the music that they have set aside, but I have a Epidemic Sound account as well, so I can do that. I think I'm going to stop with the sky pretty soon, because I am taking me longer to work in the sky than I would like. Okay, well, so say that and then I get moving a bit faster. I watched someone today, her live, I think she's Patio Puzzles. I think that's her name on Twitch. And she does puzzling on her patio, and oh, how lovely. You could hear the cars passing by, you can hear, the wind and dogs barking, and it was really relaxing. At some point, I'd like to be able to do overhead views of my puzzles. I haven't quite figured out how to do images of both me and a puzzle. I think it's a little more interesting to see me, but maybe not. Let me know that too. Would you be interested in just seeing the puzzle and overhead view, like with my hands doing the puzzle? See, the problem with that is then you can't join me. So I think I'd always want to have a little bit, maybe I alternated. My goal one day is to have, maybe 4 or 5 people working on a puzzle. That'd make me really happy. And you know what? If you happen to like baseball and other sporting events, Bleacher Barnstormer has a channel. And if I can figure it out at some point, I will put it into the comments. And Barnstormer, feel free to put, if you're still hanging out in the comments, if you'd like to put your link in there, feel free. I think you can do that. I don't really know. But anyway, Barnstormer, glad you're here. And feel free to add your link. So if you like, let's see, baseball games, intros, old-timey games, cricket, there's a little bit of everything on that channel. So check out Barnstormer. Check out Barnstormer. Okay, back to the puzzle. Okay, and if you're just joining again, this is the picture. And it's only a portion of the picture. Obviously, I'm working on sky and grass right now. Oh, so that means, or sky and trees. Stuff is not necessarily going to match up right away. I don't know. Well, that's why I'm doing this as an experiment. I wanted to see how this worked. Hope folks had a good day today. You were at work or school or you're retired and you're doing, and your day's completely your own, that's amazing. Thank you for spending some of your day with me. I hope to get there sometime soon. It's going to be a little while though. Okay, whew, that's a little overwhelming when you see all those pieces just pop right out there. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard, because now I can see that there's a tan building over here. This is where the colorful building is, and so the sky is like, that's not a mystery. I know what sky looks like. So let's see. I think I'm going to work, since we know that part of the image, I think I'm going to work on that little yellow building. I'm going to take a break here for a second, and I'm going to put, yeah, there's the link. So please join me. I could, especially now that I have the border done, but I have all those pieces, and that's probably, I don't know, 200 pieces left. I could use some help. So the link is jigex.com/K, capital D, lowercase d, 9 and H. And if you decide to join, please use a family-friendly name, since this is being recorded. And it's just kind to the people that are around you too. Have a nice name. So, right back to the puzzle. I'm going to work on that yellow building. I'm glad I gave this a try. I mean, okay, I'm not done at all, but I'm glad that I did not. I'm glad that I'm giving this mystery puzzle a try. To be honest, I wish the pieces were a little bit bigger, but what are you going to do? That is what I chose. Now, what I wonder is, what is your strategy when you're working on puzzles? Do you do the harder sections first, or you do the easy? Because part of me thinks that it would be better if I were to work on the sky and get it done with. But I don't know, that's like, I'd never been one to do my homework first. You know, like when I was in school, I always wanted to play first, and then that runs into a problem. You're doing your homework at 9 o'clock at night. It's not advisable. So I don't know, doing this. Okay, I'm going to put in 5 pieces of sky, and then I can go back to the puzzle. How about that? It's not like this is a contest or anything. I can handle 5 pieces, maybe. Say that with such, oh, come on now. It'd be like really nice if I could say I can handle 5 pieces, and then one of them would just plop in. And that is not happening. No. Whew. Finally. Jeez, that was getting a little frustrating. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to say I'm on a roll, but it's better. Better than I was doing. Okay, so I said I would do 5 sky pieces, and then I would essentially eating my vegetables first before getting my ice cream. I know I shouldn't have to do that. Okay, so I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go back to working on the house now, or the building, whatever kind of building that is. I don't know. Looks like it might be a hotel, maybe. Yeah, that looks like it's a hotel in a town. It looks like it's not around here. It looks like it might be European, maybe. I don't know if you have any guesses where this might be, because I didn't Didn't get that much information about the puzzle. Okay, I'm gonna say at 14 minutes I need to do another 5 sky pieces. It's like I'm punishing myself. I really shouldn't do that, but then it's like otherwise I'll get to the end and I'll be like, oh, I've got the sky left to do. I'm working on a Barbie puzzle right now. It's 1,000 pieces. It's a lot of fun. Really nice bright colors. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to make that into show some progress on a live stream with that. Let's see if I can plop that in right there. Wonderful. Okay, I did say 14 minutes. I was going to start working on the sky, so here we go. I should do a poll. How many people love or loathe landscape puzzles? I think they're definitely an acquired taste. Yeah, that's starting to come together. Whoops. Feel free to join in on the puzzle if you would like. We're doing a mystery puzzle. I think I'm going to work on the red a little bit. Time to work on some more sky. Really isn't that much of a problem if you do it bit by bit. Well, to be honest, there's not tons of sky here, so I just don't want to be left with all of it at the very end. I suppose I should do the same thing for the grass and the trees. So there's a lot of that. Let's work on some of that grass. You can join me at any time. I'm actually going to take a look and see if anyone's voted on the other. Yeah, everyone loved the Boathouse. Okay, I've been at this for 45 minutes total so far. We might end up wrapping up after this one. We'll see. Because I think this one's going to take me a while. Oof, look at all of that green. I wish at some point it would be like, okay, we're just kidding. You can see the whole puzzle now. I'm glad that I'm trying this because it's nothing to be afraid of. Takes me a little longer, takes me longer. Big deal. Like I said, it's good practice. If you're ever wanting to do any sort of competition, you can't pick the type of puzzle you get, that's for sure. Just realized I never took you back to the puzzle. Sorry about that. Ooh, lots of green left. I have a question for those watching later. Would you rather do one big puzzle or 2 or 3 little puzzles? Either me doing them and you watching or us doing it together. Do you like the challenge of... This is definitely a challenge. You know, the other one I did, it was so quick. I finished it in 10 minutes. I need to give my hand a little bit of a break. All right, if you are joining me, feel free to that is the link to the puzzle. Feel free to join me. As you can see, I still have more to go, including a lot of green, and I'm not a fan of shrubbery. So I could use all the help. Please do a family-friendly name and join me for the puzzle. See, I'm gonna pop in there. That's just me. Hello, I'm Lisa, the Frugal Puzzler. It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining me tonight. Feel free to comment. I'd love to know how your day was. If you're working on a puzzle, what kind of puzzle you're working on. And the biggest question, do you like landscapes or do you not like landscapes? Generally, I like to do very vibrant colors with lots of bright colors and pink and purple and blues and all that, not sky. But I'm doing a sky puzzle because I wanted to give myself a challenge. There's a lot of sky and a lot of greenery. So join me for a puzzle and help me finish this up if you'd like. 25 minutes in. Hopefully I'll get this done, and I'm not even going to make a prediction because There's just a lot going on in this puzzle. I'm at 25 minutes. Please comment below how long. If you think I can get this finished in less than a half an hour, just put your guess in the comments. I'm gonna guess more than a half an hour, but I don't know if someone super speedy comes into the puzzle. I might get it done faster. And this is a mystery puzzle, so I know, here, I'll show you what it looks like again. I only see a chunk of it, so I'm not seeing the entire puzzle, but honestly, it's pretty easy now. I say it's pretty easy and then I don't get a piece in. Look at all that green. If you're just joining, I did the Boathouse one earlier, finished that one up pretty quickly because I didn't do that many pieces and it was over before I knew it. That would have been a nice one to do with more pieces, but so this one I decided to challenge myself, and it's a challenge. I wish I could just say magic words and the green would just fall into place. Have you ever used Jigsaw Explorer? There's also Jigsaw Puzzles.io. That's another one that I've used. And I recently saw someone doing jigsaw puzzling with all fantasy puzzles. That was interesting. Fantasy's not super my thing. I'm not really I mean, I like Harry Potter. I would say maybe he's fantasy, you know, because of the whole magic-y component. Not really the dragons and warlocks and whatnot. But you guys like fantasy? I will try a fantasy puzzle if that's something that you're interested in. But I'm generally if I had to choose a theme, just more of like a cutesy kawaii. I don't know if you're familiar with that word. It's a Japanese culture of cute. Hello Kitty, that sort of thing. Squishmallows, Pokemon would fall under that. I do have a Pokemon puzzle. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, here's one very colorful piece. Was there ever a puzzle that you gave up on because it was just too hard? I can't do that in good conscience with this. But in reality, it's not too hard. It's just, I don't feel like I'm progressing as quickly as I would like to. But you know what? It's not a race. I do need to, since it's a mouse thing, you know, I have to stretch, move my hand every now and then, or else it'll tighten up. All right, let's keep going. So now I'm at 30 minutes. So if you thought I was going to get it done in a half an hour, sadly, that is not the case. So let's say, I'm going to say 37 minutes, and I'm going to really buckle down and try to get it done. 37 minutes with you as my witness. Need to focus. And you can't shape sort when you're doing a online puzzle, because that would probably be easier. I'd be like, I'm looking for the piece that looks like this one. And then when you've left pieces hanging out there like this one, they get in the way. Feel free to join me for the puzzle if you'd like. Guess not. Like that piece should go up higher, or yeah, like up here. This looks to me, I don't think I have that in the, no, I don't know where that one goes. Oh, this green is frustrating. But again, I'm doing this because it's a challenge. I've never done a puzzle that only a small segment of the puzzle is viewable. It's not super hard. I'm not trying to be dramatic. But I picked the puzzle because of the bright colors of these buildings. I don't know why I said I wish you could shape sort when you can. Obviously, it's just, oh, silly Lisa. Would it take more time to shape sort it all? It probably would. I'm just going to keep plugging away. Oh, that little house is way down there. I'm like, why the roof? It was tricking me. I was thinking they should all be down there, up here, but okay, well, finally. I might change up and do a different song. I might be getting sick of this song too. Let's see. We'll do that one for a little bit. Okay. My other guess was 37 minutes. I do not think I'm going to get all these pieces in 37 minutes. I'm going to say 45. And golly, I hope I get it done in 45 minutes because eventually I had to go to bed. I mean, it's only 8:49 here, but I've been trying to have some little better sleeping habits. Sometimes I have problems getting to sleep, so I figure if I try to get to bed at a somewhat decent hour, if I can't fall asleep, then at least it's not like midnight and I can't fall asleep, you know? I'm down to probably less than 20 pieces. Getting closer. Okay, I'd really appreciate if you're still sticking with me, if you could leave me a comment and let me know if you like me chatting or if you just like listening to the music and the puzzle pieces fall into place. Or a little bit of both. We're nearing the finish line. I think I said 45 minutes is what I was guessing. So it's going to be less than 41. All right, are we ready? I'm going to drop. I love this. I love this. Dropping in the piece. Okay. I love the affirmation. It's as if all these people are just saying, you did it. You did the sky. So this is, oh, here we go. Oh, Western Czech Republic. A scenic view of Loket Castle along the Agar River in Western Czech Republic. And I probably botched everything but Czech Republic. And that is by the artist or the photographer Boris Strochko from Shutterstock. So thank you, Boris, for that scenic view of Loket Castle. And that was the little bit of the portion that we got to see. Okay, so that's it. All done. The puzzle's done. I thought that was a nice puzzle. It was hard. It wasn't as... I might want to do a fun one. A third puzzle just to kind of get the color back in because the blues and the greens, that was a bit much. Let's see if anybody voted for that. Nope, no one voted for the chipmunk puzzle. Well, I'm going to do chipmunk puzzle anyway because I thought it was so cute. All right, so I'm going to go back and I'll pick it up from here. Where did I see that chipmunk puzzle? There it is. I just thought that was so cute. I'm going to do one more. And we'll make it just the same number of pieces. It doesn't need to be as small as before. That was a little too small. All right, let's drop that. Drop the new link in there. Okay, there's the new link. jigx.com/ff6 capital W lowercase w. And this is a cute puzzle. It is a chipmunk. See it here in just a second. It is. That's the one we did before. Yeah, that was the green boathouse. That was the one I did first. I like that one. That was pretty vibrant color. And then this one, that mystery puzzle that we just did. And now I'm gonna do this one. I didn't show you again. Yeah, so that's the one we did, but I'm gonna show this one, and it is, isn't that so cute? Again, there's a lot of green in there and a lot of brown, but there's a chipmunk and he's so cute. He's so tiny. So we're gonna do that one. The link is right there if you want to join me. Create a username and away we go. And this will be the last puzzle of the evening. I enjoy everyone, appreciate anyone that stopped by, and I hope if you're watching this later that you will take a minute to comment and say howdy. Try to do these maybe once a week. This is my third one. Can't always plan them too far in advance. Today I didn't really plan it much in advance at all. So I appreciate you if you came. I think the smaller piece counts for me are just a whole lot more fun. you know? You have a whole lot more success when you're working on smaller piece counts, right? I think they'd be more interesting to watch than to see me struggle. I hope my sound's been okay. I have a feeling I talk a little bit too quietly when I'm working on the puzzles. So we'll go see what the sound is like afterwards. You might find that I was mumbling the whole time. Okay, here the regular pieces are going to come out. Let's take another look at the picture. We have a squirrel eating various berries and it looks like maybe watermelon on a teeny tiny little picnic table. I don't know how accurate that photo is. I have a feeling it is. I would say before, completely photoshopped, but I don't know. Nowadays, I think you'd probably say that's AI. If you like AI. Trying to learn as much as I can about it. Uh-oh. Time to yawn. Or not time to yawn, I am yawning. 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Let's see how long it takes me to finish this one. Yeah, I have a feeling I probably am mumbling through a lot of this video. So if you can't understand me and you wanted to, sorry about that. I'll know for next time. I think I'm probably more so talking to myself since I know there's been some people that have stopped by and I appreciate you. But when you know that there's not someone keep talking in a conversational tone, you know? I just have to practice. Let's see if I can finish this in under 10 minutes. Should probably do is I should probably change the song with each puzzle. That would make sense and be a little more lively. I hope you like this music. I don't know. I said I was going to try to do it in under 10 minutes. I'm pretty close. Sometimes you grab the pieces and they don't want to go with you. I'm not even going to take a second to look at the time. I just want to keep going. Okay, last piece, here we go. And I did it in under 10. Isn't that cute? Let's see who's credited with this one. Susan B. Sheldon, a chipmunk enjoys a fruit picnic on a perfectly sized table. You know, it's possible. I don't know anything about this particular artist, but it's possible that she made a teeny tiny little, what's the word? Picnic table for a chipmunk and just put food on it and waited for one to come by. Who am I to say? Anyway, thanks so much for joining me tonight, friends. I hope you enjoyed the music and I hope you enjoyed the puzzles. If you're watching this later, please comment and let me know. Do you prefer less talking? Is this a good amount of talking? How about the music? I want to do what works for you, but my goal with this is to create a puzzling community, because if I'm puzzling in my house, you can't puzzle with me. so, but you can if we do it online. So um, I'm going to look at my calendar. I'm going to try to make next Wednesday a priority so I can publish it, and maybe people can come and join me. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me today, friends, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye now.